Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Tiny Vegan, and if you haven't been here before, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another vegan related video. So in today's video we're doing something a little bit different. I was going through Facebook and I noticed that people were posting about different fizzy drinks that aren't vegan, or just different drinks in general that aren't vegan, and I've been vegan for about 7 years and veggie for my whole life, and I didn't even know the majority of these things. After I saw like a couple, I was like, okay, so what else isn't vegan that's a fizzy drink? Like, what else do I need to know about? So I compiled a list and I thought, now I found out this information, I might as well share it with you guys and it might help some of you out. What I did find though was that it was actually really hard to navigate. So there were a lot of conflicting websites and articles on the internet. So for instance, like The Guardian posted one article on, I think it was Pepsi, and then Pepsi asked them to remove it and told them different information, and then you're thinking, but then where did The Guardian get that information from in the first place? So I don't know how reliable these sources are, but this is either directly from the company's website, or it's a general consensus that it's not vegan for whatever reason. But usually it's from the actual website, but some of them I can't find the actual website and I can't actually locate it. I can't find the exact information regarding that singular product. So yeah, hopefully these are all correct and up to date. I did like triple check them, so hopefully they're okay. So first thing is Lilt and Lilt Zero. I always drank Lilt. Like, I mean, I never had fizzy drinks when I was younger, but if we went to like a fish and chip shop, then I'd always get a Lilt, like if we were getting a drink. But Lilt and Lilt Zero actually have fish gelatin in them, and as far as I'm aware, they've had fish gelatin in them for a very long time. So probably the whole time that I've been drinking it has had fish gelatin in it, which is kind of disgusting. And they do it because of the colour, I think I'm right in saying, because Tango, I don't think that used to be veggie, that used to have fish gelatin in it. They don't have to put it as an allergen because it's not enough of the allergen in it to be an allergen, if that makes sense. They don't say that it's not suitable for vegetarians, they just don't say that it is. So that was on the actual website, so that was quite shocking to me. And the next one is Bimto, and this only recently they changed their ingredient list, which is kind of stupid, and I'm kind of confused because it's like now you're just cutting out a demographic of people that can consume your products. Like, I don't know why, if you can have it vegan, which you obviously can, it's squash, then why wouldn't you have it vegan? I don't know. It's Bimto and it has a vitamin D in. They've recently changed the recipe, so I think it has added vitamin C and added vitamin D, and I'm assuming that the vitamin D is from lanolin and that's why it's not vegan, because it is vegetarian. But it doesn't actually say, I couldn't find anywhere that said that it's definitely lanolin. They just say it's now got vitamin D in, which means it's still not suitable for vegans but it is suitable for vegetarians. However, it is just the squash. It's not the Vimto fizzy drinks or the Vimto this or that. It's literally just the Vimto concentrate, like the squash that you add water to. So if you still like Vimto, you can just carry on and drink like the fizzy version, or just any squash that tastes vaguely similar. I have actually, I'm going to insert pictures, as I'm sure you'll have seen for the last one, of a vegan alternative to the one that I'm saying that isn't vegan. So for Lilt, obviously there's an alternative, Vimto there's an alternative, and hopefully I'll be able to put in pictures of what the alternative actually is, so that if you're like in, let's say in Tesco's, which is where a lot of these pictures are from, if you want Vimto or you want Lilt or whatever it is, then you'll be able to have a vegan version. So the next one is Schweppes or Schweppes, I don't know how you say it, Indian tonic water. And I didn't know this, it didn't even occur to me, because in the ingredient list it doesn't say that it contains anything that isn't vegan, but apparently it does contain honey. That is why it's not vegan. So obviously it is veggie, and it's fine for plant-based eaters because it contains honey, and a lot of people who eat plant-based do actually eat honey because they do it more for the whole foods and the diet and health aspect, rather than the animal rights and the climate change aspect. So that is fine for plant-based people, depending on your stance on it. Even some vegans eat honey, so it depends. But yeah, that is not vegan. However, the Tesco own brand version is vegan, so that is perfectly fine if you wanted an Indian tonic water. All Pepsi products, the actual Pepsi, is fine. So normal Pepsi's fine. Pepsi Zero, that's the one they do, isn't it? That's the other one. Pepsi Zero, that's fine. But Diet Pepsi and Diet Pepsi caffeine free are not vegan. I couldn't find the Diet Pepsi caffeine free to take a picture to show you what it looks like, but as long as you remember that it's a caffeine-free version of Diet Pepsi, I'm sure you'll be fine. And they also wouldn't state why it's not vegan. So I haven't been able to find that out. I'm assuming that it is vegetarian, and it might be something like honey, or I don't know. I think it is vegetarian, I'm fairly certain. But that was actually on their website. They do state that those are the two things in the Pepsi range, not in the companies that they own, the Pepsi range, that aren't vegan. So then we go on to the make bar. I think this is a British thing, a bit British, like quite a few of these are British, but then some of them I've never seen before, so I'm not sure if that's American. The shandy, the bar shandy, which is what most of us associate bar with, is the shandy. That is not vegan. The lemonade, bar lemonade, that is also not vegan. And those are the only two that I've actually seen in this country. I don't know if that's just me, I've just not ever looked for it, so I've not ever seen it. And those aren't vegan. But some of the other ones that aren't vegan are the OMJ, the Berry Blast, and the Rockstar Bubblegum Burst. Those all have honey in them, so they are vegetarian or plant-based, depending how you're doing, but they're not vegan, unfortunately, which is quite weird. I just don't understand the concept of, if you can make something vegan, and companies everywhere are making vegan versions of what you're making, why wouldn't you make it vegan? And then you can just supply to a larger audience. It just seems a bit stupid, but then I guess most people don't know that it's not vegan. Correct me if I'm wrong, like if you found a more up-to-date article, these are the articles that I found, the most up-to-date articles that I can find, looking on their websites, blah, blah, blah. If you have found a more up-to-date version, let me know in the comment section and I will amend the video, or I'll put a little note in saying that this is no longer correct. One that I found, which I'm really still not sure about, is 7-Up free. So the 7-Up is vegan, and the 7-Up free, from what I could see, is not vegan, so it might be something like honey, but again, I'll leave on the screen if I've found out anything different. So the last one is Mountain Dew, and this is vegetarian. Well, no, it's not even vegetarian technically. So it has a colorant in it. I think it's called Yellow 5, I think, and it's tested on animals. So obviously if you're plant-based, then you could have it, but if you are vegan and even vegetarian, you wouldn't have it because it's tested on animals. Well, I was a vegetarian who didn't buy anything tested on animals. Obviously every vegetarian is going to be different, and you do you. But apparently that ingredient is widely tested on animals, so that would mean that it's not suitable for vegans, not because it contains anything. I've never seen another version of Mountain Dew, so I don't know what that would be, so I couldn't include a picture. So obviously those are just the fizzy drinks or soda that aren't vegan, but then there's also beer and alcohol that aren't vegan, or sometimes even vegetarian, and then there's also, you can get fruit juices and things like that, so I'll probably make another video including some of those things. But I thought this was kind of like more of a soda and fizzy drink category, because most soda and fizzy drinks are vegan, so I wouldn't overly worry about it because 90% of them are vegan. Like, this is a sort of conclusive list, like this is all that I could find that wasn't vegan, and there's only like 7 things on it, so that is really good in itself. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's all fly.